So there's rare occasions in your life when you have these moments of clarity about things that you thought were something else and they end up being good for you, and you're kind of like, okay, I see what the hype is about. And this review is of the FREEDARE massage gun. Now, I was skeptical when these things first come out because they kind of hit and exploded into popularity, and they were super expensive. The guy that created it, it was expensive, and they transitioned from like a rechargeable something out of his garage that he had made into what the main maker makes now, whatever brand it is. I don't even know, but I do remember some people that I knew that had worked out quite a bit and was talking about it and stuff like that. So I knew it existed and it was gaining some traction and popularity. And then lo and behold, a lot of brands started popping up and coming out, and now we're here where we are now, where you can get them, and we just don't know if they're really good or not and whatever. But this FREEDARE massage gun is what I'm going to be reviewing, and it actually will last about 6 hours, 5-6 hours or something like that, and I've used it for 3 weeks on a daily basis. I took it to the beach with me on vacation for a week and used it. I had some real bad knee issues going on, and I had a lower back issue years ago. I fell down some stairs, a pretty big flight of stairs, pretty hard, with my son on my chest. My feet just flew out from under me and all the way down. My back and upper butt, lower back was just black and blue all over, and it had knots that ended up, I tried to go in chiropractor, massage stuff, and I just dealt with the issues, I guess, but there was knots that had formed in my lower back area that I didn't even really know until I started back working out here about a month or two ago. And then I hurt my knee on my workout return, my great return to working out. I hurt my knee. Somehow I went to the doctor about it, and he's like, hey, this may be issues that you have for the rest of your life. The good thing is there's nothing torn, but it could be your knee just runs at 90% forever, and it's creeps back up again in the future. So I'm dealing with 2 issues. So whenever I decided to review this product, I was like, okay, maybe it can help. So that's where we are now, 3 weeks into this product on daily usage. And let's see what you get, and then I'll tell you about my experience, and you can judge for yourself after that. So here is the case. Decent case, unzips. And then there's the stuff. You get a little pouch up top here with the manual and things in it. But the main showcaser is right here. It's unbranded, so that is what it is. Here's some goodies in here. Charger here. It takes a while to charge. You get some light indicators for some things, but we'll go over that in detail. Let's take a look a little closer at what you get. All right, so here are the accessories that you do get. This kind of works good for the spine area. I did this by myself. No one else has helped me with this, so it makes it kind of impossible for me to use this one. This is the main one I've used like all the time, so pretty much the primary one. This works really well, really good. The percussive therapy that this is, it kind of helps distribute out a little softer punch, a broader spectrum, and has done some good stuff for me, which we'll get into. This flat thing, I have no idea what it's good for, but I'm sure it's got these little dimples in it. Disperses the percussive therapy a little bit, but not as soft as the impact of this one, so you could probably be a wider spectrum, more isolated with this for various muscle groups. This is to pinpoint exact spots in there, and it is hard plastic. The only thing that's not hard plastic is this one. And you get some seals and stuff for these rings right in here, these little gaskets that go around. You get those replaceable. And here is the adapter. Nothing special. I just plug it in on the kitchen counter. I don't even unravel the thing to charge it. Now we're just going to manually insert this in. There's nothing really much in here to get you too much, but don't turn it on, I imagine, and put your finger in there. But it just kind of holds itself in there via those rubber gaskets. So just make sure they're lined up good, which they most of the time should be. Firm press in to hold it in there, and that's kind of it. You can use this top portion here to push down on to power it on. You first do the switch here. This is where to plug in to charge. It's a 2-point contact power thing going on. Turn this on, then you'll get your battery notification here, which we're at 84%, and I like that it does it 1 point at a time. You just tap 1 through 6. There's some that have like a ton of power settings, but I don't see going over 6 too much. One of the problems I had with it is just me. To get down on it, because you can push this as hard as you want to, and it doesn't give out. It doesn't stop stroking power. So it's strong, which is great apparently with these massage guns. It's great. So this one does that really well. I push from up here, down here, to really dig in and get down into the muscle groups and stuff and really pound it out. But the shape of this thing, I find that it works better than I would imagine most would. So this is my primary shape of choice, I think, because it allows you to really get in there, work, has a little bit of reach to it, which I can get my own lower back. I can get everything except for my middle back myself. And you'll figure out how to move about that. But there's a light ring here, which will hold some information like red and stuff like that, I think, for your power. I really haven't gotten it down to below 20% or so, and then I'll throw a charge on it. This thing doesn't get too terribly loud. I lounge and use it, so I sit on the couch, watch TV at the end of the night, use this. Here's how loud it gets. So it'll be 1 through 6. You will know when you hit bone, because it's like pow, 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 pow. This thing will start bouncing off of it. And when you're in the correct spot, it moves along really easy, and there's no resistance in it. And you can press down as hard as you would like. I normally use 3 on a regular basis. I'm pressing down really hard right now, as hard as I can. And you can tell it doesn't give out at all. And I use the 3 setting the most, right in the middle. Works the best. Now, it did get a little louder through the 3 weeks, but then kind of plateaued out. So the break-in period, I'm assuming, went through. The decibels went up slightly, but nothing crazy. It doesn't sound as bad as I've seen some online. So that's good. So let's get to the story of how it helped me. Did it help me? Do I recommend it at all? Let's figure that out. So I started using it within the first week of daily use. My knee increased. My back, completely, healed up. I'd get back there and I'd push along my spine, the left and right of the spine, down across the lower back area. And I would lay on my side with my legs one way just so I could get back here and kind of push in. But I worked all my muscle groups in my entire body. Now, it does take a while. I mean, you're looking at like an hour, maybe 30 minutes to an hour or something like that of this. It depends on how long you spend in a certain area, how long you might need that. But it's held up strong. It's held up great. Charge it like every week. Not anything crazy at all. It's not annoying having to charge it too much or finding out that it's dead and you can't really use it that much. So I knocked out my back pain a couple of weeks, I'd say. Knocked out my knee pain. Now, I didn't get right onto the knee. I got above the knee and my lower leg down in that muscle group and stayed away from where it was tender, but worked around that area every day. And then the pain has completely gone away. I was on naproxen, which is just like a heavy dose aspirin or something like that for the pain. Immediately jumped off of that. Never took anything else to reduce the swelling also. And the swelling never came back. The pain went away. It feels 100%. Went to the beach, lugged everything down there every day and back with no issues, no pain. And took this with me and used down there as well. So it's kind of a miracle thing to maybe get you off some drugs. Now, I'm not claiming that it will. I'm not a doctor. This is just my opinion with my case, with what I had going on. But it really helped me, and I use this attachment all the time for it. And it's a miracle. This is one of those things that if something happened to it, I would no question buy another one. And those are kind of rare things. So, yeah, I totally recommend it. I'll leave a link down in the YouTube description, but it's just been a real big lifesaver for me. It alleviated my pain. When I started working out, I was doing some incline sit-ups, and I was rolling on my lower back, and those knots were there, and it was just like crippling to get over that. And I was able to rub a knot out through that, but the pain rose itself back up again because I was messing with it, and then the knee pain happened from the working out. So knocking out the knots reduced and went away in my lower back with this. Now it took a couple weeks, a week to see that kind of change, but 2 weeks for my knee. And that was just working areas around it, not directly onto it, because if I did that, I'd get close to a bone and this thing just starts jackhammering that. But, massaging the muscle tissue itself, you're able to stay nice and idle through that. Let me find a good spot to kind of showcase that. But see, the gun stays nice, but whenever you get onto a bone, let's see, you can see it starts popping around like that. So you don't want the popping around. You want the nice deep tissue. And another thing, I've never been able to get a fully appreciated deep tissue massage, even though I'm like, push as hard as hell. This thing will, when I use my leg, I can put my hand on the other side of my leg and I feel the percussion through my leg to the other side. And the creator of the product, look him up. I'll try to leave a link if I can find it. But he goes into detail about what this releases in the body and how it fools the brain and heals things. And it's just a revolutionary find for, muscle healing and stuff like that for working out, so you can get back in there and work maybe the same muscle groups out more often. But it also has a benefit for recovery for me from injury. So this is just my case. May not work for you. Just my situation. I love it. I think it's a great thing, a discovery in our mankind. So give it a shot if you got some issues, but just be super careful with yourself because you might cause more issues. I don't know. I was real gentle with it. Worked areas around it, not the exact area, and just kept working those areas around it, except for my lower back. I kind of targeted that, but the knee thing, it was just the muscle groups around it, and it could have fooled me. My brain might have been saying, yeah, the pain's coming from there, but it could have been something else with the knee thing. I don't know, but it helped it. A good buy. Definitely pick this up. Link down in YouTube description, and leave comments if you use it for a period of time to see what it's done for you. I'm curious about that. So make sure to explode on that subscribe button and ding that dong so you get notified on the next product review I got coming out. Got a couple more coming out this week, should be. This one is a real good buy. I think you'll get some good benefit out of it. See ya.